Hi, welcome back to Mike's Diabetes World. Current blood sugar is at 8.2, the higher part of normal, or what I was always taught was the higher part of normal. I've understood that it may have come down. I don't know. Oh, sorry, just had an itch there. I always get itchy when I start these things. Calibration is due. I'm going to let it run a bit longer so that when I do a blood sugar, I'm going to get an accurate number. Correction is in blue, and that's being quite active today. Pink is the basal rate, which is the amount of insulin your body is requiring. The white lines are all the blood sugars taken every 5 minutes. The red lines are when I've been calibrating. The pump I'm on when I do a glucose reading with the finger poke, it comes up and it gives you a calibration. So no matter how many times you calibrate, if you've been testing 4 times a day, you should get 4 calibrations. It's that easy. Kind of wish it always did that, but I guess they finally learned. Okay. Time in range is still 27%. 73-27. But when I'm on line taking a look at my CareLink, double me. There I am down there again. Triple me, you get triple me right now. But when I take a look at the CareLink time in range, it's showing me at 7% over the 10, below 3.9, I'm 0. 45% above, I can't do the math. And 47, I know, is below. So we're getting quite normal blood sugars. Now, allowing your body and your pump to do things for you is wonderful. I'm down. I changed my site last night to an area I don't usually use, which is the back of this arm. And I'm going to see if that's going to bring down my blood sugar throughout the day. And if that's the case, then it's absorption, because I've been using my stomach. And I may try to use the legs and my arms for more of my insulin for a while. Give my stomach a rest. But we'll see. Today, I've talked quite a bit. I want to discuss theories can change. So stay tuned. We'll be right back. This channel is provided for informational purposes only. Contact your physician for any diagnostic or treatment plan. Okay, theories can change. When I was first diagnosed, you had to take your shots at a certain time. You only could have certain things to eat. If you were extra hungry, you had to suffer. That was it. If you went out to the corner grocery store with friends, you couldn't get a treat. You all had to follow regimes. We all had to do the first urine test, and you had to you had to void, then you had to test, and you had to wait so that you could get a fresh sample. Well, that was unrealistic because you couldn't eat, you couldn't do blood tests, couldn't eat, couldn't take insulin till you did this. And that was sort of like the first thing that went, because when you have an hour, you go to your locker and you get to stand around. If you go down to the cafeteria later, everything was taken. So I wasn't doing urines all the time. If I thought about it, I'd do it. But now, glucometers have taken over. We can test our own blood and know exactly what our blood sugars were. But there were people who were holding on to the old way of doing things. I think as new things are developed and come available to us, we need to ensure that A, it's right for us, and B, utilize it if it is. I don't believe in just getting something with all the bells and the whistles on it just because it's new, it's exciting. If you want to try anything, you know my old motto, speak to your doctor first. When I tell the care aides, the nurses here, why I have cornstarch in my room, I say it's to add to my yogurt because it slows down glucose spikes and keeps your blood sugar regular. No. It's a carbohydrate. No. But you have to be open to change. And things will work better for you if you do. If you see something online, I can remember I saw an ad for, I don't know if it was like in a diabetic magazine or whatever, for a little device that you wore on your stomach that would send glucose numbers. And I can remember, let's get these numbers. And I thought, nah, I'm not going to wear a second device. I already have to wear the pump. But as soon as I started having trouble, it was brought up to me. And now I can't imagine living without my sensors. They're an invaluable part of my life. So, theories on eating. We don't have to eat every single thing on our plate and have to sit there and measure it. We know what 15 grams of carbs should look like. And we can quickly count carbs in our meals. It's amazing. But so many people said they just wanted to have regular meals. And years before I really started having problems with my diabetes, that wasn't my fault, that I had nothing to do with. I can remember there was a doctor, I guess he was the hospitalist, and he came and he said, you could start having different carbs and you could change over certain things and it'll give you a little bit of leeway. I really sort of didn't understand that. But now I know it's pretty much was the precursor to counting carbs. When you're diagnosed with diabetes now, you're not given a diet. You're probably given suggestions sort of to stay away from fatty foods, to do a lot more things to help you feel fuller, helping you not to cheat. Back when I was diagnosed, any type of food off the scale was bad. Any extra. You were allowed 4 ounces of meat or 2 ounces, or how many one exchange equaled 1 ounce. That's all I really remember. To where we are now. So remember, things will change with you. Theories will change. I'm a big proponent on taking part in tests to see how things will evolve, how we will be better. And out of this, new theories, new drugs for diabetes can come. Back when I was diagnosed, as I pretty well have said, everything was rigid. As long as you took your insulin and you ate close to what you were supposed to, not anymore, you should be under control. And then the trials came out, and it finally that everything should your blood sugar should be tightly controlled. And the whole diabetic community just turned on its axis. And more insulin was being diagnosed. And the message has gotten out there now to where we know what could happen to us. But it also helps you, as I've said in the other videos, it helps you so much that I don't know why someone didn't clue in on this a long time ago. Well, it has been a long time ago. It was the 80s. So we're, 20 years, another 20 years, Could be, you really a quarter of a century of doing this. Now, a lot more education is given on keeping your blood sugars within a normal range or very close to a normal range. If something new comes along, we must be open and we must be progressive about it. Don't just be substandard. I don't like where people will not try something just because, I don't like anything new. I'll just stay with the way I was. Part of my work history, and this is a roundabout way of illustrating the point, was I worked at an optical store. And people would come in because, I'm having trouble seeing. So we suggest they go see an eye doctor. The eye doctor gives them a prescription. It was through our store, anyway, we suggest, you probably should look at a new pair of glasses. Your prescription has changed from what you've had. Oh, no, these are fine. And eventually we talk them into changing their glasses, their lenses, whatever. And we get the glasses out, we make sure they're clean, we put them on them, and it's like, oh my God. That same thing can happen to you with diabetes. Ensure that if your doctor says we should try this, that you accept what he has to say. And have him or her answer any questions. And then, if it's right for you, act on it. I hope that helps you today. And have a great day, and we'll talk later. Bye now. My email is mikesdiabetesworld@gmail.com. mikesdiabetesworld@gmail.com.